you gathering here with me today, it is a lie to say that students cannot affect positively the outcome of education in America. I hope that applause doesn't mean you want me to leave. But you know, and the other thing I wanted to say, I just wanted to talk a little bit about the history of the program, why it was shut down, and why the administration today isn't doing anything to reopen it. Cool. So I hope a lot of you here today know that the UCLA Islamic Studies program is actually one of the oldest Islamic Studies program in the countries. It's also the only Islamic Studies program at a public university. It's been around for over 60 years. It was opened in 1957 by G.E. von Grunbaum, a noted intellectual and Orientalist scholar. We have 350,000 rare Arabic and Islamic manuscripts. That's the second largest collection of any university in the United States. Moreover, we are the only university in this entire part of the Western Hemisphere that actually has an Islamic Studies program. Like I said at my last speech, there's Princeton, there's McGill, and then in all of Western North and South America, there's no other program except this. And so it's just such an important public service to America that this university should have an Islamic Studies program. Now, why has the administration not done anything to make sure that this program is as successful as it once was? Many scholars who I've talked to, especially at UC Santa Barbara, where a lot of their Middle Eastern Studies department came right from here in the 70s, told me that in the 70s and 80s, this Islamic Studies program was hopping. I mean, literally, the 10th floor where the Islamic Studies IDP is housed was open 24/7. We had the best scholars in the world coming here, not Harvard, not Yale, not Princeton, coming here to UCLA to be part of our Islamic Studies program. So what's happened in the last 20 years that not only are we no longer the most prestigious Islamic Studies program, but the administration is actually closing the program? Well, unfortunately, it's been an ugly history of mismanagement, of a lack of care, and maybe, you know, maybe even a little bit of prejudice is working into this this issue at the moment right now. You know, it's scary for a university to back Islam in the 21st century. It's scary for an administrator to say, you know what, I don't care what the rest of the world thinks, I am going to support the public education of Islam. But the UCLA administration, unfortunately, I think, has been frightened by the current political climate and has given up on the education of the public university in Islamic studies. What happened in 2005 is that a couple of students said, listen, we're having a problem with the program, let's see what we can do to make it better. And so the program came under what's called administrative review. The administrative review was completed and several recommendations were made. One, departmental reorganization, which happened. Two, a new departmental chair, which happened. We have Dr. Khaled Abou al-Fadl. Three, new faculty. That did not happen. 4, more classes. That did not happen. 5, more TA shifts. That did not happen. 6, more funding for TAs. That did not happen. So although several organizations were made within house to change and improve the program, and I think many Islamic studies would say that the organizational problems within the program have in fact been significantly mitigated. A lot of what the administration could have done to help mitigate the problems, such as TA shifts, such as funding, such as hiring more faculty, those problems have not been addressed. And so we get to where we are now, which is a program in serious trouble, a program that has been closed for 2 years, and a program that, you know, if you read the Daily Bruin or listen to the Daily Bruin radio, a program that will have only 2 students next year. 2 students. And after next year, what will happen? After next year, de facto, the program will cease existence. So I wanted to just take a moment to thank the students who are out here today for organizing, for signing our petition, for making it known to the administration that we will not be frightened by Islam. We will not be frightened by Islamic studies. We will come out here, we will fight to save this program because it is important that a public university allow for the academic education of Islamic studies. I thank you so much for your support. Thank you for coming out.
Hello? Can you all hear me? Awesome. So you guys have probably heard, or if you haven't heard, I'm telling you now, the Islamic Studies program at UCLA is being shut down. And we are out here today signing petitions and answering questions about what's happening with the Islamic Studies program at UCLA. A little bit of the background, as you've heard, the Islamic Studies program at UCLA is one of the most prestigious programs in, well, it is the only one that's that prestigious in the West Coast and in the nation. Why it's being shut down? You might ask, is it funding? No. Is it problems with student interest? No. There are lots of people who want to take Islamics classes. There are lots of people here who are willing to put their time into taking, say, a GE course that focuses on Islam. How many of you guys here need a GE course right now to graduate? Well, let me tell you, Islamics 110 was one of the GE courses that was offered to undergraduates and would have definitely been available to campus if the Islamic Studies program was not in the situation it is right now. Back to what happened with the situation in the Islamic Studies program, it is a graduate studies interdepartmental program, and they're the people who offer the courses to undergraduate students about Islam, about Muslims, about the people you see around you right now holding these signs, and about me, a Muslim. One of the problems we have with the program right now is that they do not pay attention to the graduate students. If you are part of a program, if you are part of a department, and you are getting your degree from that department, it is only right that you be represented. It is only right that you have a say in what you are being taught and in the quality of your own education. That is what we're asking for. As undergraduates, we are asking for more courses to open up about Islam, because what do you see in the media nowadays? What do you hear everywhere you go? You turn on the TV, you hear about terrorists, you hear about oppressed women, you hear about Sharia law, you hear about taqiyya, and all of these words that frankly I as a Muslim have no idea what they're talking about. If they offered Muslims here an opportunity to understand academic Islam, I would go for it. If they offered students here, I'm sure, an opportunity to take classes about Islam, about Muslims, about the discourse that is happening in the country right now, that is happening right now in the state of California, at the local level, that's happening right now when it comes to foreign policy, when it comes to domestic policy, that is happening right now about oppression of women, about the right of women to represent themselves and to wear what they wear. Not because they're oppressed, but because they have a right to cover themselves if they so wish, and they have a right to take everything off if they so wish. That's what it means. Those are the kind of discourses that we wish to foster at UCLA, and that is the kind of discourse that will be lost. That is the kind of discourse that we as students will not be able to engage in if the Islamic Studies program at UCLA is lost. And that is why we're out here now, as a Muslim, so that we ourselves can talk to people who have questions, that people can get an academic understanding, so that I can go and take the classes and figure out what it means to be an American Muslim, what it means to be an American, period, and how I as a Muslim can fit in. I want the classes open now so that other people can take these courses, get their GE degrees, get their GEs covered, get their degrees, get an understanding so that I don't have to sit here listening on the news about people who get stabbed because they're Muslim, about people who get beat up because they're Muslim. I don't want to be here and actually hear about anyone getting beat up or stabbed because we as a community was not able to offer classes available to them to educate the people here, whether it's Muslims, whether it's Chicanas, Latinas, whether it's LGBT, whether it's African Americans. We all have to be educated with the people that we engage in discourses with. We have to be educated about the people with whom we go to classes, and that is why we're here. The Islamic Studies program is instrumental in the education of the community, in the education of the United States of America, of the students here at UCLA about prominent discourses that are happening right now about Islam, about Muslims. We as Muslims have to stand up and say, listen, if you're going to talk about us, we better be there. You cannot talk about us without giving us the chance to talk about ourselves. As students, you cannot make decisions about my education without being held accountable to my education. If I'm going to pay you, I expect that there be some say in what I do or do not want to be taught. And by that I mean availability of classes. Anyway, thanks for listening. This was really awesome. And enjoy your day today, you guys.
All right, so thank you, Fauzia, for giving us all that information. But I also wanted to stress the fact that this is not just a Muslim American or a Muslim student identity issue. It's about all students here on campus. It's important for us to assure that we protect Ethnic and Cultural Studies Center. So when we're talking about Islamic studies, it's not just about a religion, but it's about a culture, it's about a political perspective, and it's about an entire, nearly over 1 billion people that are living in this world that we share our country and our neighborhood with. So we wanted to assure that not only are we, this is not just a primarily Muslim student issue, but it's for everyone here, because you don't have to be Muslim to have an interest in Islamic Studies Department. Just like Ilana has been so great, we've been so grateful to have her speak out as a student that does not identify as a Muslim student, that still finds the importance of assuring that there is ethnic and cultural diversity in academia here on campus. So this is important for all students of all races, religions, ethnicities, and cultures to assure that we protect our diverse education here at UCLA. This is not only is this a Muslim issue, but it's an American issue, being that these students and these issues are imperative and are implicit within American society and politics and culture and our entire community here at both on campus and at large. So thank you for supporting the program and for supporting the individuals that have been putting in so much effort and work into this campaign. Like I said earlier, you can come up and sign our petition. You can find out more about what you're signing, more about what the campaign entails, and also we invite you to come at 2 o'clock today in the Bruin Plaza. We'll be having another demonstration. You can find out more information. There'll be media there, and we also will be introducing a resolution for the Undergraduate Student Association Council on Tuesday evening at 7 o'clock. So if you wanted to be able to see that through, we will be publishing our demands online, and you can find out also the entire evolution of this campaign. So thank you again very much for your support. This is something that we ask for the entire community and the UCLA Bruin family to come up behind and protect ethnic studies and cultural studies here at UCLA and the diversity of our academics, and ensure that we are the vehicles of change and understanding and tolerance and promoting all of those true Bruin values here at UCLA by educating ourselves, because that's the #1 tool that we can use to bring progressive action and positive change to our nation and to our world. So thank you again for your support. Hopefully we'll see your name on the petition and you all out at 2 o'clock. Thank you again. Have a great day.